Hey guys, Cleo here. This is an extremely challenging video for me to make. It's been a little while since we've sat down and had a heart-to-heart, and please don't mind the heater. First and most importantly, I want to thank you for staying here on this journey with me. I want to thank you for checking in on me when I'm not even in the mental headspace to even respond to people. I want to thank you for still liking this stuff, and for all the people for subscribing. I'm so grateful to all of you. It's such a blessing and it warms my heart, and I just want to thank you so much for being a part of this journey and this ride together. So this video, and I guess it can kind of serve as like a year in review, but this is more like a where have I been. So this year started with a big move. As you can see, the space is gorgeous, but as you can see, I've barely done anything with it, because a lot has happened in my personal life that's just made it very difficult for me to focus on all the things that I would like to. I changed jobs, and at first I was excited because it was the closest I've ever worked to New York City. Like, I can literally walk to the George Washington Bridge from where I work, which is super duper exciting. The work is boring, which is fine, but this has been an extremely eye-opening experience for me. As you know, I do have a day job as an accountant, and this job is hard. I'm finding myself working all of these hours that I don't want to be working. I don't enjoy spending long hours in the office to go home and put in more hours. I'd rather be here doing this, but at the same time, girls gotta eat. So there's that, and then there's also the instability of the workplace I'm currently at. I have not seen 2 consecutive months with the same faces in this office. It's literally The Survivor. It's literally The Survivor television show, but that's my workplace. That's where I work. So I just made 7 months, and I feel like a freaking warrior for even making it to 7 months, because that's just how intense it's been. I found new gray hairs. It's awful. It's awful. I'm looking to find a new situation in the new year where I can leave work at work and I can be here more. And now the hard part. My father passed away in the middle of October. He had been admitted to the hospital at the very end of September, and he had been in a coma. And they literally told us, you have 3 options because of the condition. Because he had a hemorrhage in his brain. And they're like, you have 3 options. 1, you can keep him, intubated and on all these things, and if he ever wakes up, he'll be a paraplegic. That's option 1. Option 2, you can give him a DNR because his heart was his problem. And number 3, you can take him off everything and let nature take its course. So we decided on number 3, and he passed away 30 hours later. I was very fortunate that he allowed me to be there with him as he breathed his last breath. really hard for me to communicate. I'm not the kind of person who really expresses the depth of my feelings face to face, like in straight communication. It's hard for me, and I also don't cry in front of people like that. So if you're like, Cleo, where's the tears? It's because I'm just not built that way. I have cried. As I'm telling you, I can't cry right now. I don't know, it's the way I'm built. When I have a mission, I have to execute it. I'll cry later. That's who I am. If you relate, please drop something down below and just say that, you understand what that feels like, having to tunnel vision tasks for yourself to prevent yourself from being swept away by the ocean of grief and despair. So that's where I'm at. And it's like, how do I pick up from this? Like, how do I pick up my life from this? And it's like, there's so many projects that I've not given the full attention to that I would love to. There's all these things coming up. I can't even give the full promotional focus the way that I would if everything was working well. I have collabs I'm working on and with, and I wish I could be so much better as a team player right now for the collabs. Black Belly Dancers is doing another Hafla, which I am participating, but I wish I could do more right now to really, bolster that and really rah, because I love Black Belly Dancers, and I'm so grateful that for the second year in a row they want me to be a part of their Hafla. So I wish I could be in a space where I could give so much more there. I had wanted to start doing live shows this year. I had done the work, performance prep and just all of these things going on, and it's not gonna happen this year. It's gonna happen next year, and I'm at this point where I'm just trying to just crawl one foot in front of the other. If I can make a little change, then that's a big win in my book. I wish this year was so different. I wish it was different. I can't promise that I'll be at the level of activity that I was last year or the year before that. I can promise that I'll be a lot more active than I've been in the past several months. I would like to share with you a poem that is my favorite poem, and it gives me strength, and I hope it gives you strength too. It's Invictus by Henley. Out of the night that covers me, black as the pit from pole to pole, I thank whatever gods may be for my unconquerable soul. In the fell clutch of circumstance, I have not winced nor cried aloud. Under the bludgeonings of chance, my head is bloody but unbowed. Beyond this wrath of tears looms but the horror of the shade, and yet the menace of the years finds and shall find me unafraid. It matters not how straight the gate, how charged with punishments the scroll. I am the master of my fate. I am the captain of my soul. Even though this year was rough, we're still moving forward. We're crawling. We're crawling. It had to pause a little, but we're still moving forward. This is still happening. We're still happening. This is still what this is. So I will see you shortly, and I thank you from the bottom of my heart for still being here. I'm so grateful to you. Blessed be.